We're going to be reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 5, verses 1 through 18. Now, after this, there was a festival of the Jews, and then Jesus went up to Jerusalem. And in Jerusalem, by the sheep gate, there is a pool called in Hebrew Beth-Zatha, which has 5 porticos. And in these porticos lay many invalids, those who were blind and lame and paralyzed. And one man was there who had been ill for 38 years. So when Jesus saw him lying there, he knew that he'd been there a long time. And he said to him, "Do you want to be made well?" Well, the sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up. And while I'm trying to make my way, someone else steps down ahead of me." And then Jesus said to him, "Stand up, take up your mat, and walk." And at once the man was made well, and he took up his mat, and he began to walk. Now that day was a Sabbath, and so the Jews said to the man who had been cured, "It's the Sabbath, and it is not lawful for you to carry your mat." But he answered them, "The man who made me well told me to do this. He's the one who said, 'Take up your mat and walk.'" And so they asked him, "Who is the man who said that to you? Who told you to take up your mat and walk?" Now the man who had been healed did not even know who it was, for Jesus had disappeared into the crowd that was there. Now later Jesus found him in the temple, and he said to him, "See, you have been made well. Do not sin anymore, so that nothing worse happens to you." And the man then went away, and he told the Jews that it was Jesus who had made him well. And therefore the Jews started persecuting Jesus because he was doing such things on the Sabbath. But Jesus answered them and said, "My Father is still working, and I also am working." For this reason, the Jews were seeking all the more to kill him, because he was not only breaking the Sabbath, but he was also calling God his very own Father, making himself equal to God. This is the word of the Lord.